Welcome back. Hi, I'm Brett Knowles from PM2 Consulting. This is the second part of the Bow Valley College Strategic Scorecard conversation. This is the result of the works done on days 3 and 4 of the workshop, in which we took the strategy map that we developed before and found key performance indicators from the existing database spreadsheets, what people were collecting in various locations to develop their scorecard. Let's take a look at it. So here's the scorecard in their scorecard software. We see the strategy map and we have performance icons showing how we've performed in the last month. Now we're currently looking at the month ending April 18th. And this is the green means we're achieving target, yellow slightly behind target, red we need some assistance in being able to achieve target. So this allows us to quickly see overall how the organization is performing. Now I'm going to share with you a drill down. The data you're looking at has been synthesized for this demo, but we're using live demo, of course, at the client. So if we go into create productive partnerships, if I want to understand why this is yellow, I can just click in it and that will take me to the underlying data. So you can see in this case, the measure that's being used is reliance on non-governmental revenue. We have the description of what this measure is, which comes from the work we did on days 1 and 2. Here we have commentary. Commentary is an explanation of what's happening. In this case, what occurred and what is the implication. If this continues on for 6 months, what does it mean? And then based on that, some recommendations for actions. Now what? And you can see that these action items have been set up as checkboxes. So once they're completed, we can check to indicate they've been done. And they have targeted completion dates and so forth. In this case, we've put a blue circle here to indicate we don't have any data for how this is performing. Now, there's also some initiatives linked to this to help us achieve goals. So if I scroll down, you can see several initiatives that are linked to this objective. And again, that comes from the ontology that we did on day 3, where we began to link the activities we do back to the specific projects and initiatives. So if we go into the first one, Pivot Ed, we can see all the objectives that it supports, and we can get into the standard Gantt chart. Now, this isn't meant to replace the project management office, but it gives you the opportunity of seeing how that project is performing at a top level. Now, we can go back to the map and drill into an objective that has multiple measures to it. So in this case, we see that this objective, S3, has mentions and media reach. And of course, that data exists over here and we can begin to inquire on it. And of course, we could drill into any of these in more detail. So that's our primary message. After just 4 days, we have a new strategy map, priorities, links to KPIs at the top level, drill down measures, links to existing initiatives, and performance. By way of a software demo, the team now has access to different views of the data. We can take a look at the action items that have been created across the organization. We can take a look at the existing organizations and initiatives, and even begin to understand how they're aligned across the corporate entities. Within the measures, of course, we can drill into any of the measures like we've done with media reach. We also have the ability of, for example, viewing a dashboard that allows us to see how each of the key performance indicators are performing. We can also take a look at them in terms of alignment across multiple departments and divisions and so forth. Similarly, we can take a look at strategic objectives and a different view of the overall performance, which some organizations prefer, is as opposed to the strategy map. This takes a look at all the objectives, the associated measures, and the linked initiatives. So this is kind of the one-page overview of how the organization is performing. Obviously, we can do things like set up your favorite indicators, set up multiple scorecards for different faculties, operations, back office, and so on, link it to documents, have it send out notifications, and so forth. So that's where we've ended up after day 4. Now comes the fun part. As they use this to manage day-to-day operations, they'll learn the techniques of using this as a performance management tool and also gradually improve the quality of the KPIs as the wider organization gets the chance to contribute what they know and how to measure success. I hope this has been useful to you to understand how to deliver a scorecard